Dear children, let us proceed with the next part of the lesson. Listen attentively. The next part tells us about the scope of the struggle. That means which were those areas, which were those territories, regions in India where this revolt had reached, and who all were the kings and the other people, other communities who were actively participated in this freedom struggle movement of 1857. Now, the confidence of these Indian soldiers increased the moment they reached Delhi. And not only this, but the confidence also was increased many-fold because these soldiers were seeing the massive support, the huge support which they had got from every citizen of India. Everyone wanted to contribute, everyone took a lead in giving something or the other, maybe just a small amount of contribution, but that also mattered a lot in this freedom struggle movement. Everybody joined hands together to fight against the British, and therefore the confidence of the Indian sepoys was on high. This inspired many other revolts which took place in various parts of India. The revolt which got triggered with this outburst in the Indian soldiers soon spread to most of the northern India. Now, if you will just turn the page, that is on page number 18, you will find the map of India given, wherein you will find that the concentration of the revolts which took place in India was more of it in the northern part of India. You will find right from Peshawar to the eastern part, that is Chittagong or Barakpur, even in the central part of India, that is Jabalpur, Nagpur, Sagar, even going towards, of course, the southern part of India was not much active, but it had reached, of course, up to Nargund. And even in the western part, you have places like Karachi and Shikarpur where these revolts had reached. Now, going back to the scope of the revolt, as said earlier, it very soon spread to the northern part of India and, of course, the other parts which we saw right now in the map. So, the expanse was very vast, right from Bihar to Rajputana. The revolt also spread to various places like Allahabad, Banaras, Bareilly, Jhansi, Kanpur and Lucknow. These were very important places in regard to the revolt of 1857 because these were the places where massive revolts or massive uprisings had taken place before and even during 1857. Very important places. Now, dear children, what I am going to tell next, listen very carefully. Now, in history we have to remember a lot of dates and we have to remember a lot of names as well, maybe names of people or maybe places. So, one trick I would like to share, like right now, if the book is in front of you, I read names of a few places. Now, one such trick you can always apply is, you can always learn it in the form of the way you read the dictionary. I read the names which are given in the book, I'll read it that way and then I'll arrange it alphabetically. The book says, the revolt spread in Lucknow, Allahabad, Kanpur, Banaras, Bareilly and Jhansi. This is the sentence given in the book. Now what we are going to do is, for memorizing, so that we can memorize it quickly and retain in our mind. We will start with the revolt spread in Allahabad because A comes first according to the dictionary. After that Banaras, then Bareilly, then Jhansi, then Kanpur and then Lucknow. This is the way you can learn the names very easily and retain in your mind. You will never ever forget. So start revising your history lessons with the help of this trick. Moreover, it also spread to the southern part of India. But then, as we saw in the map, the southern part was left a bit secluded, not much active in the revolt of 1857. It got restricted to till only Nargund and central part of India, east, west, and of course very active and immense contribution from the northern part of India. Now let us see what was the contribution of the various small kings and even small leaders. Let us learn their names and let us see from which region they hail from. So we have Chhatrapati of Satara, that is Raja Pratap Singh, and his very trusted officer, very loyal officer, that is Rango Bapuji, who very actively participated in the revolt of 1857. I repeat, Chhatrapati of Satara, that is Raja Pratap Singh, and his very loyal, trusted officer, that is Rango Bapuji. Also, Chima Sahib of Kolhapur, a very valiant leader. Then Bala Sahib Bhave of Nargund. You can see it in the map. Nargund is just where you would find that the revolt almost ended. It did not go further to the southern territory of India, just below Kolhapur. If you can just turn the page and see the map. So, Bala Sahib Bhave of Nargund. Then we also have Bhagoji Naik of Ahmednagar. All these fought with the Britishers very bravely. They gave fierce fight against the Britishers. So these names are very important for all of us to learn. That is, I repeat again, Chhatrapati Pratap Singh of Satara, along with his officer, brave officer, Rango Bapuji. Then we have Chima Sahib of Kolhapur. We have Bala Sahib Bhave of Nargund and Bhagoji Naik of Ahmednagar, who were in the forefront, who took lead in the revolts in their respective territories or respective regions. Dear children, in those times as well, though women were given secondary status by the society, still they were not behind in this fight of independence. Women from every strata of the society immensely contributed to this freedom struggle of 1857. It may be the queens, it may be the tribes, it may be the common females in the society, but all of them from various parts again posed and gave a fierce or a tough fight to the Britishers. A few are mentioned in our book. We have the royal queens of Peth, Surgana from the Nasik district, who actively participated in the struggle of 1857. We also have the leadership of Kajar Singh, the Bhils who revolted, and we also have Shankar Shah, who led in the Satpura region. Over 400 female Bhils, that is the tribe, participated in the revolt in Khandesh. So, what do we learn from the scope of the struggle? That it spread to so many parts because the fight of the Indian soldiers inspired so many revolters to stand and give a fierce fight to the Britishers.